Hey guys, today we're going to talk about simple interest. So simple interest is interest that is paid to you for keeping money in your account, paid by your lender. The most common method for calculating interest is using the simple interest formula. So the simple interest formula is just I equals PRT. So in order to calculate this, you need to multiply the P, and P stands for principal, times our rate, times our time, and that will give us the interest. Okay, so I is the interest earned. P is the principal, and the principal is just your money, that starting value you have. Rate is your R, and we want this as a decimal. Rate as a decimal. And team is your time. And one thing to keep in mind is it's in years. So for instance, if I said something like 4 months, it would be 4 out of 12 because we're talking about in years' time. Okay, so first example, we have Joyce deposits $9,000 in an account that pays an annual 5.5 interest rate. So remember, when you see your interest rate, you always want to think about changing it to a decimal. So 5.5% as a decimal is 0.055. Determine the simple interest and the amount after 3 different time periods: 3 years, 2 months, and 15 days. Okay, so 3 years. We want to start with I equals our 9,000 times R, which is our rate, 0.055, times our time. Our time in this case is 3 years. And when you go through, you can just multiply these. 9,000 times 0.055 times 3, and you get interest of $1,485. Okay, our next one is 2 months' time. So we have to do kind of what we set up here. So I equals, we still have the 9,000 times our interest rate of 0.055 times our time. So time, 2 months out of 12 in a year. When you solve these or simplify, start by putting this in your calculator. Depending on what kind of calculator you have, it might not be easy to do. So if you just have a four function calculator, 2 divided by 12 is 1/6. Just keep 1 divided by 6 in your calculator, do not round it, times 0.055 times 9,000. And you should get $82.50. All right, the last one. Same amount, same interest, but now 15 days. So we have I equals 9,000 times our interest rate, 0.055, times our time, 15 days out of how many days there are in a year. We always base it on a regular year, not a leap year. So out of 365. So divide this first. Push enter on your calculator, times 0.055 times 9,000, and you should get I equals $20.34. So if you think about it, you have this $9,000 sitting in your savings account. Just in 15 days, you've already made extra 20 bucks. Not too bad. Okay, so the concept check, you have your key information. We have our principal is 4,000, 6%. And remember, when we see that 6%, we want to go ahead and convert it. So 6% is a decimal, 0.06. Now we're just going to use our formula. I equals PRT. So I equals 4,000 times our rate, 0.06, times our time of 4 years. Go ahead and calculate I. And you should get $960. Your next one, I equals still $4,000 times 0.06 or 0.06 times our time, 4 months out of 12, because there's 12 months in a year. Same thing as before, make sure you divide this times. So you get I equals 80 bucks. And our last one, 4 days. $4,000 times 0.06 times 4 days, or 4 out of 365. 4 divided by 365 times 0.06 times 4,000, and you should get $2.63. All right, so there's your simple interest. What I want you to do is go through and complete our table. Okay, so we're going to do the first one together just so you can kind of see how it works, since we didn't do one of the amount questions. Our rate is 6%, so go ahead and change that to 0.06. We have our principal times our rate times our time. So 720 times 0.06 times 5 years. And you should get an interest of $216. So that's how much money they made in the 5 years off of their 720. This is how much was in their account, and we're always assuming that they don't take anything out of their account. So the total amount, you find the total amount by taking your principal and your interest and you add them together. So 720 plus your 216, and you should get $936. Okay, so you go ahead and complete the rest of these. Okay, so you're doing all of these as well as number 10. So make sure you show your work either as a private comment for these or on a doc for me. All right, have a great day.